3 from Stadler and Faldo. Quite a while, though, before the leaders start their third round, but I believe the weather has gone into quite a serious decline. Harry Carpenter, what's the news?
The news gives it a long free, so it's rather bold. He really flipped that one up. He looked a little anxious. He really is charged up now. He'll go out and mark that one. He's only a couple of feet from the hole, but remember, Jack Nicklaus missed a short putt on this green. Good shot. Little shorts, held up a bit against the wind.
The 17th, looking back from the green towards Jack Nicklaus, who after that perfect drive is hitting about a 1-iron into the teeth of the wind. 2 over par. Jack Nicklaus in joint second position now, and not by any means out of it. That's a super shot. There've been not too many people hitting this very difficult hole in 2 strokes. Still in with the hope.
Well, Hale Irwin at the 15th, putting for a 4. This to remain 3 over. Ballesteros, the leader, is level. Good. Oh. Wrong side of the hole, even for the wind to blow it in. Irwin drops a stroke, takes 5 at the 15th, goes to 4 over par. Second shot of Ben Crenshaw at the 18th hole. Oh, it's big and strong and rather fortunate, I feel, to have been stopped by that longish grass. Back to the 15th though for Ballesteros' small putt. For his 4, yes. Another adventurous 4.
Well, the famous 17th hole at Royal Lytham, where Bobby Jones settled the fate of the 1926 Open with a very famous shot, has, I'm afraid, settled the fate of Ben Crenshaw in this particular Open Championship. By taking a 6 at the 17th, he dropped 2 strokes there, and he's left Ballesteros, the young Spaniard, out in the lead by 2 strokes with 3 holes to play.
A little smoother swing that time. Well, he's over on the right-hand side somewhere. And I think that perhaps Clive Clark looks like he's in the parking lot.
Oh, yes, he's certainly in the car park, Mark. He's right up against the cars here.
Davis's 3rd shot at the 18th, the 72nd. Good shot. Very good shot indeed.
Jack Nicklaus on the 17th, this for a 3. This to bring him back to 1 over. It's online. It's definitely online. It's not. Oh, well, there you are. That might have been the one. Everyone tried to get in. Look at the grandstands. Look at the thousands and thousands of people. And of course, as these two matches come up, the last couple of holes, everyone goes into one area, and that's Jack Nicklaus with his 4 secure. 17th.
18th, Roger Davis for a 4. it's a 5. Davis finishes the championship 4 over par, 288. That's level 4s, and very good showing indeed. Crenshaw, who played that chip shot from off the bank, has this for his par 4. Crenshaw was just one of those horrid ones to finish the championship at 2 over par. No, boomed it in. 286 for Crenshaw, and he will remember the 17th at Royal Lytham for many a long day.
Now back to the 16th, where still having a discussion. Clive Clark, are you down there?
Yes, I'm indeed, Mark, and John Berrend of the R&A has just given a ruling that Savvy can drop 1 club length clear of the car and then 2 further club lengths from there.
Well, while all that goes on, here's the great man of golf himself, Jack Nicklaus, driving at the 18th. Difficult drive into this strong wind. Bunkers left and right. And a 3 here wouldn't do him any harm at all. Well, plenty of oohs and ahs, and why not? That's a splendid shot. Splendid shot. 3 over. Started 1 over, so he wants a 4 for a 73. And just, well, popped up. You can see he's off the left-hand side of the fairway, a long way behind Jack Nicklaus. Jack's hit a splendid shot there.
Ballesteros in a perfect lie with a very short iron shot, nothing more than a pitch. That's perfect. Pin high, 20 or so feet to the right of the flag.
Remember when Jacklin won here, his ball skipped way past that light strip up ahead where the spectators walk. That's Jacklin drove way up there somewhere. Show you how different the conditions were.
Now back to the 16th, where Ballesteros has this putt for a birdie 3 and a lead of 3 shots. What a 3. 3 strokes clear of the field. Just 2 holes to play. For birdie 3. Hold it left. So Irwin makes 4.
Mark James, second shot from an awkward position at the 18th. On the back of that clump of long grass and whins. And hooks it round, short and left. Very difficult shot. Now Jack Nicklaus. Second shot to the final hole. sounded a little heavy. And it was on line, but just dug in the ground. Climbed up on him into the wind. Jack in the bunker for 2.
The 17th tee. And Ballesteros, one would almost beg him to play 3 shots safe. But not him. He's cut loose at it with his driver again. A hole 453 yards. He's hit it up the right-hand side and to the rough, where it could be a little bit heavy. And that will leave him with a shot of something over 200 yards. And we go back to the tee to look at Hale Irwin, who must be wondering with his perfect swing just what he's been looking at for the last few minutes. A classic action. And it's skirting the bunkers. And it's just fallen into the bunker. Perhaps even the one that was made famous at this famous hole.
Awkward shot for Jack. Played a marvellous shot. How about that for innovation? Like the last night of the Proms or a Beatle concert, you take your pick. Marvellous. Oh, socket. A shank. Well, he's had a couple of those now. Will it stay on the green? It does.
Back to the 17th. Ballesteros in the rough, and fortunately for him, I think, playing an iron, not attempting a wooden club. And indeed, he didn't need a wooden club. He's in the bunker on the right, but that's not too bad. He has a 3-shot cushion, and that is not a bad place to put it. Well, he is in the rubbish.
Pull the 3-card trick here this week. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. One in the rough, a low hook off the bank, a shank, a 30-footer. On the card goes down a 4. And perhaps it's not quite such a little tiddler. Since he arrived here first at Troon in 1962, Nicklaus has won 3 times, been second 6 times, and third 3 times. And he's certainly going to be in the first 3 again.
A shot of 25-30 yards. And he knows that it's going to be a matter of lobbing it out, and even a 5 will do. He's not too happy with it, but it isn't a bad shot. Before that, we recorded Hale Irwin playing his third shot from this thick rough. And he's just got over the bunker, laving himself a putt of 20 yards up the green. And back live, and this is him with a putt for a 4 on the second last hole. But it's not to be, and it's quite a long way past. He'll mark that and allow Severiano an attempt for a par. Playing some of the most astonishing and exciting golf. In fact, Hale Irwin is electing to putt out because there will be such a stampede to the 18th hole the minute that Ballesteros completes this one, that he feels better that he gets rid of his ball. And so here he is with a putt now for 5 on the 71st. And he's got it, and he goes 5 over par for the championship. An incredible 7 over for today. Ballesteros then with this putt for a 4 on the 17th to stay 1 under par. Yes. And somehow I didn't think there was any doubt, because it always looked like a 4 to this fellow. So he makes his way across to the final hole, to the 18th, and to Peter Allis.
He's got a driver out, I think. The wind suddenly freshens. I think he's got the driver out. There wouldn't be much point in taking a 3-wood because he may not carry the bunkers down the right.
Where is it?
And once again he's gone miles left, and just look where he's settled. Gary Player now, for 50 years of age, and he's got a couple of putts from here for a sound 71. Oh, lovely touch. Yes, oh, steady, steady. Oh. Just leaving a little tweaker. Player out in 34 with a 6 at the third, which is downwind, which is expensive. But what a very good round he's played. He's come home quite splendidly into the most difficult, under the most difficult conditions, and how well he's done compared to Ian Woosnam's inward 9, which has been littered with disaster. The conditions have remained pretty well the same since play began this morning. The wind has perhaps changed a whisker, but really not very much. There's been a little bit of drizzly rain blowing about for a few minutes here and a few minutes there, but all in all, so far, the conditions have remained the same for everyone. And that doesn't mean to say that things may not change by 7 or 8 o'clock tonight. Jim Bennaby III from the United States, and he's 5 over par. Out in 37. And, well, it's in and it's over, and he will be with a whole mass of players in the mid to high 70s. There'll be a tremendous amount of scores from 74 to 78.
Twelfth green, and the match where Paul Kent missed the green on the right-hand side. Joe Higgins playing from an extreme right-hand position.
Gary Player at the 18th. This putt for around a 71. Oh, Gary hasn't missed too many of those in his life, and that's a disappointing final green. 3 putts for Player. The round in 72, which will be a very good score, but he'll be disappointed that certainly wasn't 2 better.
Paul Kent at the 12th. Unfortunately, he had to play 3 off the tee. He was out of bounds with his original tee shot. 3 off the tee into the bunker. Very sad for young Paul, and sad in a sense, but so pleasing for me to see him here. A young assistant professional from my own club at Woburn. Joined me as an amateur from Bury St Edmunds as a 16-year-old with a 4 handicap, and it's so good to see him here in the Open Championship. He's earned his position here, I can tell you.
Ben Crenshaw, the 18th. Same with Gordon Brand, Bristol Brand, Mark McNulty. Crenshaw 2 over for McNulty and 1 over for Gordon Brand, who also has let things slip away over the last 5 or 6 holes. The Crenshaw, who came so close to winning this championship the year Seve won here. In fact, this final hole, the 17th really, I suppose, cost him the championship. He was a little bit unlucky there. But this 18th hole has cost many, many people the opportunity of having their names engraved on the old claret jug. This is our camera on the massive tower, 250 feet up in the air, and it gives you a view. There's Blackpool Tower way in the distance, and looking at the 18th green there, and on the left-hand corner, the first green, the par 3 first green, and various commentary boxes. The big box there, the green box in the middle, is where our colleagues from ABC television in the United States are operating from, ESPN today, and our Japanese friends are over, and umpteen countries are taking these pictures showing this, the greatest of all golf championships. It really is a very special occasion, the championship. That's the first time he's attempted anything approaching caution. He made it. That's the third shot of Ballesteros. Short, his 18th green. Ever nearer, ever nearer, ever nearer. How's that for a bit of judgment of pace? And that's it. Ballesteros is the champion.